This is a skit called Under the Shadow of God's Wings that explores Psalm 91. The characters are the narrator, a gentle, calming voice that sets the scene and walks us through the psalm. Sarah, a young woman who seeks refuge and protection from the storms of life. God, a loving, powerful presence who speaks words of comfort and peace. The enemy, a dark, menacing figure representing the forces of evil and fears. Welcome to Psalm 91, a song of refuge and protection. Meet Sarah, who's struggling to find peace in the midst of life's storms. Sarah takes refuge under a tree, and God appears beside her. He says to her, "Sarah, you who dwell in the presence of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." To this she replies,
"What does that mean?"
God says to her, "It means you're safe with me. I'm your refuge, your hiding place. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day." The enemy appears, trying to intimidate Sarah. He says to her,
"Ha! You think you're safe? I'll show you fear. You'll be pierced by the pestilence that walks in darkness, and the destruction that wastes at noonday."
God says to Sarah, "No, Sarah, don't listen to him. He's a liar. You shall not be afraid of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that wastes at noonday. For I will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence." Sarah replies,
"Thank you, your words give me courage."
In verses 3 and 4, we see that God delivers us from the snare of the enemy and the destructive forces of the world. Sarah looks up at the sky, and God, pointing out the dangers that surround her, says to her, "You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that wastes at noonday." Sarah asks,
"But how can I be safe here? There are just so many dangers here."
To this, God replies, "Because I am your shield, your buckler, I will cover you with my pinions, and under my wings shall you trust." In verses 5 to 6, we see that God is our shield, and our protection from the dangers that surround us. The enemy tries to attack Sarah. He says to her,
"Oh, I'll get you, Sarah. You're not safe."
While the enemy approaches, God says to him, "No, you shall not come near her." He says to Sarah, "1,000 shall fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you." Sarah gratefully replies,
"Thank you, my defense and protector."
In verses 7 to 8, we see that God shields us from the attacks of the enemy and keeps us safe from harm. Sarah looks at God with wonder and gratitude. She says,
"You're so faithful. You've delivered me from every danger. You've been my refuge, my hiding place."
God tells Sarah, "Because you have made the Lord your refuge, even the Most High your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling." In verses 9 and 10, we see that God is our faithful refuge, our dwelling place. He keeps us safe from evil and plague. God sends angels to watch over Sarah. He says to her, "For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone." She says to him,
"Wow, you're sending angels to watch over me? That's amazing. Thank you."
In verses 11 to 12, we see that God sends his angels to protect us to keep us safe in all our ways. Sarah walks through a dark forest, but God's angels are with her. He says to Sarah, "You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him, I will set him on high, because he has known my name."
I am not afraid. Your angels are with me and you are my deliverer.
In verses 13 to 14, we see that God gives us power to overcome the dangers that surround us, and he sets us on high if we have known his name. Sarah calls out to God, and God answers.
"I need your help. Please answer me."
God says to her, "He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him, and show him my salvation." In verses 15 to 16, we see that God answers our calls for help, and he's with us in our troubles. He delivers us, honors us, and satisfies us with long life. Sarah, grateful for the answer, says,
"Thank you for your love and protection. You're my refuge, my hiding place.
God replies, "You're welcome, Sarah. I'll always be with you, guiding and protecting you. You're under the shadow of my wings." As we close this psalm, remember that God is our refuge, our safe haven. He's our shield, our protector, and our deliverer. Trust in Him, and you'll find peace and safety in the midst of life's storms.